I'm going to go ahead and introduce Mike Boyette. He is the Deputy Mayor of the City of Billings and a member of the City Council for Ward Number 5, which, for those of you who know, the City of Billings is the southwest section of town. Councilman Boyette.
Thank you. Some of you may have heard this story, but before I read my statement, one day I'm just dumb, fat, and happy standing there, and I'm down like a rock. I had slipped on the ice at my neighbor's house. The sky was white. I didn't know where I was at. I wake up with a broken ankle and a broken finger, and my life changed. Why did it change, everybody? Disability. I had just been elected to the City Council, and in 4 weeks I was supposed to be sworn in City Hall, which was told to me was ADA compliant. I don't hear anybody laughing, okay? So I'm in a cast up to wherever, I'm in a wheelchair, and I have to be sworn in. Is the old City Hall ADA compliant? Anybody? We had to make 2 dry runs, my wife and I, to make sure I could even get into the building, get into the council chamber, and figure out where I'm gonna go. That was tough. So from that day on, every building I go to, every building, this building, everybody, what do, everybody? Is it ADA compliant? Can I get in it? And I imagine myself in a wheelchair. I do that every time I go somewhere. If I had to come into this building in a wheelchair, would I be able to get in? So the new City Hall, you have to come see the new City Hall. It's a great big white building downtown, the old Federal Building. Guess what, everybody? It's ADA compliant. Seriously. You gotta come see it. You can get into the restroom in a wheelchair. That's a big, people go, well, that's no big deal. Yeah, it is. It is a big deal. So, and then one more quick story. 2 weeks ago, a lady calls me and says, "You don't remember me?" And I go, "Probably not." She says, "I was the one in tears 2 years ago because I couldn't get out of my driveway onto the street because the corner of the street corners didn't have the ADA accessibility, but you'd promised me you'd put it on the list." She said, "Guess what they're doing this week at my neighborhood? They're putting in those ramps." So she was so happy. It was like a kid with a new toy. This older woman was excited because she could now get out of her neighborhood. It was, what a feeling. It was incredible. So there are some good stories. So let me read you what they told me to read, but I wanted to tell you how I felt. To me, it's very important that we continue this. So thank you for joining us today as we mark the important occasion, the 35th anniversary of Americans with Disabilities Act. 35 years ago, on July 26, as you know, 1990, our country took an historic step towards ADA was signed into law. It was a turning point, a promise of that equality is not a privilege but a right. A comment that all people, regardless of ability, deserve full participation in the life of our nation. And from spoken for me, that's a big deal. The ADA was built on simple but powerful principle that disability is a natural part of human experience. And almost everyone you're going to find out will have a disability sometime during their life. And that everyone should have the opportunity to live with dignity, pursue their dreams, and contribute to their community. Thanks to the tireless efforts of advocates, legislatures, and everyday citizens, ADA has transformed our society. Sidewalks now have curb cuts, and we're doing that across the city. It's a slow process. We are doing it. Half the time we can't get people we can't find contractors to do the work, but we're trying, and 2 weeks ago, this lady got hers. Workplaces are more inclusive. Technologies have evolved to break down barriers. And perhaps the most important attitude, the attitudes have changed slowly but steadily. The attitude that we do need to help people. 50 years ago, 100 years ago, it was your problem. Now we see it as our problem. Let us be honest, as we celebrate the progress of the last 35 years, we must recognize that the work is far from finished. People with disabilities still face discrimination, unemployment, barriers to education and healthcare, and challenges to participate in public life. Too often, accessibilities are treated as an afterthought versus a right. Today, as we look back, we also look forward. Let this anniversary renew our resolve to uphold the promise of ADA, not just in principle, but in practice. Let's listen to people with disabilities. That's the biggest thing. A lot of us in the city, we need to listen. We don't have to answer anything, but I promise we will listen. Let's empower their leadership. Let's push for equality and access, not today, but not yesterday, but someday and today. To every advocate who spoke up, to every legislator who took a stand, and to every person living with a disability who continues to break down walls and build communities, we are a reason why we're here today. Together, let's honor the past, confront the present, but importantly, let's shape the future. So let's do this, everybody. Clap. We want Billings to be a better place. One way to do that is how? Through helping people with disabilities. That's why I'm so happy about our new City Hall. Please come down if you call me or if you just show up. I promise somebody will give you a tour and you can go to the bathroom without a problem, okay? Thank you.